My name's Carsten Rubeling. I am the composer and musical director for DJD's new show, Nervous Systems. I grew up here in Alberta in a small town called Rocky Mountain House. You know, I started playing music in junior high. I picked up a trombone around that time, and then went on after I left Alberta for a while and lived in Toronto and studied in Toronto and in New York City, learned more about jazz music and composition, and I moved back to Calgary about 9 years ago. I've been part of many of the different productions here at DJD playing the band, but never as the composer or MD, so I'm really excited. Well, there are many things that inspired me in creating the music for Nervous Systems. I've been inspired for a while by some current contemporary jazz musicians that are really beautifully blending the traditions of jazz music and kind of the acoustic parts of jazz music and combining those elements with different electronic and modern sounds. Artists like Christian Scott, Robert Glasper, Terrace Martin, and many others. This is by no means the first time someone's doing this, but it's been really inspiring to me, blending the acoustic and the electric sides of music. There's a few other things that have inspired me. This company, DJD, has been a real inspiration to me because of the way that the dancers here at DJD really get into jazz music, and they study jazz music much like a musician would, from the tradition, from really kind of early jazz music. I've seen DJD dancers move to that, all the way into much more kind of contemporary fusions of different elements. They know how to count, they know how to feel, you know, not necessarily things that every dancer is used to kind of counting out and feeling in their bodies. Here at this company, man, they really know the music. So that's been really inspiring. Kim Cooper, who I've worked with throughout the years, but now in a different way on this show, I find her super inspiring because of her open-mindedness, her willingness to let the music drive the choreography in some ways, and to be given a blank canvas to work with, and not that much, you know, not always piles of specific directions, but more of an open canvas to get started. So I've been really inspired by Kim and the way she works. And then I've been really inspired by the band, this 4-piece band that we have for this show. We are attempting to make a large or a big sound with a small group, and I think that's going to be a really fun part of this, is to try to create this atmospheric, ethereal texture for this show with only a 4-piece band. So everyone's going to be working really hard. All the musicians are going to be playing a lot. And Andre Wickenheiser's playing trumpet, Daniel Nava is playing bass, Luis Tavares playing drums. I'm going to be playing trombone and filling in with some keyboard sounds just to kind of glue it together. And so, yeah, I'm very inspired by the musicians I get to share the stage with as well. Well, I'm really excited for all the elements to come together. You know, there's a lot of preparation and time that leads up to when we finally get into the theater and we are together. Really, I'm mostly excited to actually build this world that we're trying to make for Nervous Systems, and for the music and that sound language, or the language of sound, to be combined with the language of physicality and kind of the embodied language of the dancing world. I'm excited for those things to come together. And then I'm really excited to put it in front of an audience, and for audiences to come witness it, because that also changes everything when you put it in front of a live audience. There's a real improvised and live element to all of this that I think is going to be very exciting for all of us who are a part of it and for the people who come to watch. I really think people should come see Nervous Systems because it's the only place, I think, in this city and maybe in the province and maybe even the country right now where you will see original music performed live in tandem with these beautiful dancers who move and embody this music in a way that it's pretty hard to describe until you see it. So I feel like it's just absolutely unique, and you should come see it for yourself.